Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much for this nice introduction. People online, we will start and we will try our best. Which one? Okay, so let me start. So, can you check online the voice is okay with them? Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. I'll try my best to speak in English, Arabic, both language, especially when I will talk about some medical terminology. We have people who only speak English, so that's why I'll try to mix. I'll talk today about topic everybody should understand this, whether he's a doctor, pharmacist, nurse, or even normal person, because all of us we use antibiotic. Anybody never use antibiotic? Anybody? All of us use antibiotic before, right? So it is important to understand this topic. So today I'll talk about antimicrobial resistant, challenge, and sustainability. Let me explain to you what we mean by resistant. This is antibiotic, and this is the bacteria. If you give antibiotic, you kill the bacteria, so there's no resistance. But if you took another bacteria, you did not kill the bacteria. This is very resistant bacteria. Maybe you will make hair weak, but if you took strong bacteria, you cannot kill that. So maybe for this bacteria, we need stronger antibiotic. We can kill hair by stronger antibiotic. Okay? But for this bacteria, even the strongest antibiotic will not kill. So this is what I am talking about, resistant bacteria for antibiotics. So now I will start my journey and we will go back when antibiotic was introduced to the... So in 1928, thanks for Dr. Alexander Fleming, who discovered antibiotic. He discovered penicillin. Okay? What is penicillin? It is مضاد حيوي, antibiotic. He discovered it from fungal. Fungal called penicillium. This fungal produced penicillin and it killed bacteria. So new product came from fungal, it killed bacteria. In 1942, the product start marketing and start using it. Before this era, it was called pre-antibiotic era. Now this after discovery, it's called antibiotic era. Then now we reach to post-antibiotic era. الفترة ما قبل المضادات الحيوية، فترة المضادات الآن وصلنا إلى المقاومة وفترة ما بعد المضادات الحيوية. My main target today and forever is to be antibiotic guardian in UAE and in the country. And I want all of you to have this intention after this lecture. I want everybody to say I am antibiotic guardian, حارس للمضادات الحيوية, and antimicrobial stewardship. Steward means مراقب. For everybody, not only doctors, not only nurses, not only everybody in the community should work as an antibiotic guardian. Guardian, حارس, or stewardship. In all countries. Somebody from outside UAE, he can do that. Because if resistance change from one country to any country, bacteria transfer from one country without visa. No need to apply for visa. Bacteria will come without visa to any country. So, Alexander Fleming that time, he said, I am worried one day the ignorant person, he will go and buy antibiotic without prescription and underdose himself and he need to spread the resistance. That time, when he introduced antibiotic, he was worried, but what he said that time, now it is true. This slide summarizes the antibiotic, what we have. We have this much only. If I put all antibiotic in one slide, it means we have very limited antibiotic. This is number one. I don't want you to know what is antibiotic we have. But I want you to know we have only limited resource, limited antibiotic. Actually, if I go further, more, I'll go to one slide, I'll come back to that. Okay. Actually, in the beginning, when they start antibiotic production, there was a lot of company producing antibiotic. Gradually now, nobody producing, no company interested to produce any more antibiotic. The company stopped doing research in this area. Why? Because they are interested in some chronic disease like diabetes, which they will get benefit for life. But antibiotic only for 7 days, then that's it. Then there is another company who produce same antibiotic, and the bacteria became smarter than them, and they became resistant. So all what they spend maybe around 4 billion, they will lose because bacteria is smarter than human now. So they said the companies, we will stop produce. So what we have antibiotic, we have to use it efficiently and effective way to reserve it for the next generation. That's why we need everybody to work as a guardian for antibiotic. Try to reserve it for the next generation. By 2050, it is expected the death will reach to 10 million persons because of antimicrobial resistance. By the way, there's a question end of the presentation and there's prices. So wake up, not for the online, there's no prices. We cannot send online. We will send only give to the people who's attending the lecture. Okay, actually we have gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. And we have millions of bacteria, but not all of them can cause disease. Only few of them can cause disease. Gram-negative, we will concentrate here on one bacteria. It's called S. aureus, or Staphylococcus aureus. Staphylococcus aureus. This is the Staphylococcus aureus. Okay? And it is normal bacteria, susceptible bacteria. Lot of antibiotic can kill her. But the bacteria, because of misuse of antibiotic, she started to be smart. She changed her structure and became MRSA, methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus resistant bacteria. So if you use any antibiotic from the normal group, it will not go. Because bacteria now became smart enough, and you will give the antibiotic and you cannot kill them. The same bacteria change in gene structure. Why? Because we make something called selection pressure. I will let you know what we mean by selection pressure in some time later. The other two bacteria, it is gram-negative bacteria. We have, for example, E. coli and Pseudomonas aeruginosa. What we mean by gram-positive? Nothing, it's just staining because of structure of the cell. If the bacteria are gram-positive, they will give the color. If became violet, like alane color, it will become one type, and the other type, if it became red. So if it became red, the color red after they put the color, it is gram-negative. It became violet, it will be gram-positive. So this is just to differentiate. Because if they know it's gram-positive or gram-negative, they know what to give. Okay. So the gram-negative bacteria, we give two examples: E. coli and Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Again, E. coli and E. coli is available in our body. We have E. coli. Everybody have E. coli in his GI. Okay. We have actually the number of bacteria in our body is more the number of cells. This is number one. And we have a lot of bacteria, benefit bacteria. So if we give antibiotic and we want to kill E. coli, if it's normal, any antibiotic can kill her. But if it became E. coli, ESP and E. coli, actually when we give a strong antibiotic, we teach the bacteria how to produce enzyme. This enzyme will destroy the antibiotic. So the enzyme of the bacteria will destroy the antibiotic. So antibiotic will die and the bacteria will stay. So it will become what? It will become ESBL. It will start producing enzyme. It kills the main antibiotic. So it will not work. Stronger than ESBL, E. coli, there is again E. coli is called MDR. MDR, it is multi-drug resistant. No, most of the antibiotic will not kill him. So the more we give stronger, also the bacteria will try to make something stronger. So this is the third one is Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Pseudomonas aeruginosa, by its nature, it is resistant. Yeah, even without antibiotic, only we have 5 or 6 antibiotics will work on it. So if patient with Pseudomonas, he should be in the hospital. It's difficult to treat him outside with Pseudomonas. It's very resistant organism. But again, if we misuse antibiotic, the resistant bacteria it will become more resistant, and even no single antibiotic will work. The patient will die without having any option. Who make this problem? We, human, doctors, nurse, pharmacist, patient, animals. We misuse antibiotic not only in human, but also I will show you one slide in animals. So if we look to this slide, it is complicated. I don't want you to understand it, but I want you to understand some message. Okay, up, this is the gram-positive, gram-negative. This is the bacteria, and this is their names. Down, this is the antibiotic. You can see if the line like meropenem, where is this meropenem? You see, it is very wide spectrum. This is meropenem. I will call all bacteria, except where the bacteria, except this one. You see, yes, meropenem is very wide spectrum, but still it will not cover MRSA. Our MRSA will not be covered. Okay? So if we kill all bacteria in the body, what will happen? MRSA will get the chance to have the nutrition alone. So this is what we call it selection pressure. Selection pressure, I give the meropenem, I kill all bacteria, then E. coli will get the chance to grow. Because the nutrition now only available for this bacteria. And the meropenem will not kill her. So she's happy. Another bacteria, it's called Clostridium difficile or C. diff. Again, it is resistant bacteria available in our body. Only a small number of it available. But if we give wrong antibiotic, big broad spectrum, that means if I said broad spectrum, very strong antibiotic will kill all bacteria, but still few bacteria, even with the strongest antibiotic, it's not killed. So it will start again Clostridium difficile. That's why when you talk antibiotic, sometimes you will develop diarrhea, ishal. Why? Because you kill the normal antibiotic, you kill all antibiotic, even the normal one, and the Clostridium will get the chance to grow, and will start causing you diarrhea. And we will advise the patient sometimes take raw yogurt to stop this diarrhea. Because we know the yogurt it contains beneficial bacteria. So we will get the beneficial bacteria back. Okay? So I hope you understand what we mean by selection pressure. We force the bacteria to select grow. We force them, please grow, please develop resistance, please. Why? Because we give wrong antibiotic or not justified. Sometimes it's not needed and we give it. There is a lot of example if we come across this. This is message number 2. Message number 1. Message number 2, if you look to the Pseudomonas aeruginosa, you see none of the antibiotic work on it. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why we said it is resistant naturally. So if we misuse, we will even lost these few options. Like meropenem, ciprofloxacin. By the way, this group, ciprofloxacin and levo, both under aminoglycoside group. There is one called moxifloxacin. Moxi will not work for Pseudomonas. So Remember this, there is a question in the end. Which antibiotic will cover on Pseudomonas? Meropenem will cover. You remember meropenem, it contains B. Cefepime will cover. Ertapenem will not cover, but you don't need to remember. Remember just meropenem. Tazocine, which contains piperacillin, and here we have also cefepime. Only 5 options or 6, but moxifloxacin will not cover. Okay, so we have only limited antibiotic work on Pseudomonas, but if we misuse this limited, we will lose them. The more we use, the more we lose. If it's not indicated, if it's not needed. Because, for example, patient did surgery and we give him 1 dose for prophylaxis. After prophylaxis, if we give 10 days antibiotic, no need. No need to give antibiotic after surgery. Unless patient have infection. If not, flu infection. Why to treat flu infection? If you give antibiotic, it is viral. So useless. You are killing the bacteria, the beneficial one, and you are giving the chance to the harm bacteria to grow and make more problems. So we talk about antibiotic and we said there is natural resistant and acquired resistant. Like Pseudomonas, it's necessarily resistant. I will not go to this slide. I talk about selection pressure. Okay. Let me explain also how the resistant it could be. We have different types. We have MDR, XDR, and BDR. MDR, multi-drug resistant. Like here we said multi-drug. If the bacteria resistant to 3 class, it's called multi-drug resistant. If the bacteria only have 2 options or 1, it's called XDR. XDR means extensively resistant. Only we don't have only 2 options. And usually it's not available sometime in the country. We have to order it. Okay? So the patient will die. There is now we have seen BDR. BDR means banned drug resistant. No single antibiotic work on it. So I think MDR it's clear. XDR, what's the difference between MDR, XDR, and BDR? BDR, 0. Patient will die. If he has sepsis and he has resistant organism, we only watch the patient till he dies. We cannot do anything. Bacteria stronger. Pseudomonas, ban resistant? No option. Patient will die. We will wait for 1 to 3 weeks, 1 to 3 days or weeks. Patient will die without having any. We cannot get rid from this bacteria. If it's XDR, we have only 1 option. But even if that option and we give, bacteria start resistant that time. Maybe yes, we start and sensitive. After 3 to 5 days, bacteria know this organism. Sorry, bye. This XDR became BDR after 2 to 3 days. Because at that time, you have only 1 option. Because Pseudomonas, for example, you need to give at least 2 antibiotics. If you give 1, it will learn this antibiotic. And during treatment, it can develop resistance, even during treatment. So this is example for, you see how many, S means sensitive. S means sensitive. R means resistant. How many R we have, we can see here? How many S? Only 1 S. So this is which one? BDR, XDR, or MDR? Yeah, it's MDR or XDR or BDR, this bacteria. This is Klebsiella pneumonia. And we can see all antibiotic in the microlab, resistant, or resistant. Only 1 sensitive. So it's XDR because only 1 option. What's our option? Tigasil. So we will give Tigasil. Sometimes we will give Tigasil in higher than even normal dose to try to kill the bacteria. But sometimes we succeed. Sometimes we fail. And the bacteria succeed to beat R again. Okay? So this is different. If you saw this one, it's XDR. But be aware, MDR actually, if you go back to the slide, yeah, when we say MDR, this is MDR, but it includes all this, it's MDR, and this also MDR. Because the definition here, it is resistant to 3 class. And it will include it already. So this all considered MDR. All MDR, but if this one XCDR, this is only 1 or 2 option, and BDR, It is only one. So all consider MDR. There is another type of resistance, non-MDR, if it's not valid the definition of any of them. Okay, the other one, resistant. If only, for example, one resistant or two resistant, but all other antibiotic is working. So what is the factor accelerate the resistance? Two factors. Factor number one, as we said before, companies stop producing new antibiotic. No antibiotic, no option. So what we have to use it efficiently and effectively. We have the resources, antibiotic, what we have now in the market, we have to use it efficiently. Means use the right dose, with the right patient, for the right duration, quality. Yeah, quality, you have to, when we are checking the patient, we have to use the right dose, the right frequency, right duration, right organism, with the best option for the patient and the next patient. You have not to think only about your patient, you have to think about the community. Because if you introduce resistance to this patient, by misusing, all the community will be affected. So we have to think about the community as a whole when we are prescribing antibiotic. This is again, it will show you in the beginning of antibiotic, there was a lot of company interested to produce antibiotic, but now very, very limited number in the market, and they promised they will produce at least 10, none of them done. Even now, WHO, they are giving incentive, trying to, but still nothing done. And even if they introduce antibiotic, it is the same structure, they will change a little, but the bacteria is smart enough to make resistant for that. Because it's the same structure, they will change a little in its structure, bacteria will know that, don't worry. Bacteria is smart enough to know this resistance. So this I already explained. And this slide will show you, soon or later, after you introduce antibiotic, the bacteria will make resistant. Only vancomycin stay for a long time. Vancomycin, for example, for staphylococcus areas, we said before, if it's MRSA, vancomycin is the drug of choice that time. So, again, after 30 years, bacteria learn. It took time, but even that, but for other all, very soon. And now even the antibiotic will introduce, is still in the study, the resistance will develop. They are still in the study process, the resistance is there. So that's why they avoid manufacturing. They say, okay, let us go for more, something will give us more money. Diabetic, cancer, leave antibiotic, we cannot work in this area. So that's why we want the government to give incentives sometimes to the companies to produce new antibiotics. The second reason is the misuse of antibiotic and overuse in human and animals. This is in USA, they reported that they have 40 million people who is giving antibiotic. 27 million get antibiotic unnecessary in USA. Unnecessary. So this is unjustified. Only 13 million, so around 65% irrational use of antibiotic. So this is one reason. Second thing, if you see, this represents 30%. 70% of antibiotic used in animal. And it's used not for medical treatment, for all growth. They will give to make the animal healthy, they will give antibiotic. It will harm human? Yes, we eat animals. We eat meat. And so it can be either through direct contact with animals or through eating. So the resistant organism, we will take it and again, we will spread it and it will go from animal. It's called zoonotic disease. So it will transfer to human, from animal to human, by different mechanisms. Okay, so again, this is now this is 70, now this is 80%. It is the update, 80% of antibiotic misuse in animals. So try to ask your restaurant, it's a free antibiotic, Kentucky, and also ask them. Nobody now have this advertisement, new free antibiotic. If somebody start, be aware everybody using antibiotic. If someone said free antibiotic, if they are not saying that, maybe I'm just assuming that. We have to check. Okay? Somebody maybe a new generation make a new study about this one to see the level of antibiotic in the meats, in the restaurants. But in USA they are saying this clearly. And this slide will show you what's the driver for resistance, and the mean two is human antimicrobial misuse or overuse and animal antimicrobial use. in addition to extra. Okay. In this slide, you can see if we control human, it's also not enough. There is misuse. We have to look to other factors, like animals, like environment, agriculture, water, all this. For example, if you have hospital and the hospital have the water waste, and if it go to the drinking water, it come back to human, etc. So maybe one human will develop resistance even without taking single dose of antibiotic. How? Because he is taking antibiotic from different sources, not only directly from water, drinking water. I am not talking here, I'm talking generally. Okay? Now there is new concept, it's called One Health concept. So we don't need to concentrate on human only. We need to look to individual health, whether human or animal, agriculture. We need to see population health, again if it's human, animal, and then we need to look to the ecosystem. All this should be fixed to avoid the resistance. This study showed that the more we use, the more we lose. So this is systematic review, meta-analysis, 240 study antibiotic. You can see most of them saying that there is correlation between consumption of antibiotic and resistance. And this is a European, Southwestern European is a good example for misuse of antibiotic where they have high resistance. Sustainable use and responsibility. So everybody is responsible. Who's responsible to solve this problem? Policy makers. They have to make policy, they have to make restriction of antibiotic. Now UAE, it's not allowed to go to the pharmacy and buy antibiotic. You cannot. You have to give prescription. This is introduced end of 2017. How much time remaining? What time now? 30 minutes. 6:30. We will continue 10 minutes. Then we will go for break. If you have questions, we can come back and discuss after the break. So healthcare system, healthcare facilities, medical community, pharmacy industry, manufacturer, distributor, so civil society, scientists, and patient. Everybody is responsible. Everybody, don't go and force the doctor to prescribe for you antibiotic. Because there is some patient, doctor, last time I was sick and I was only healed by the antibiotic. Please give me antibiotic. There is some patient like that. For my child, no. Let the doctor decide based on the fact. Let them make, for example, if it's, let them take swab, send it to the culture, and see if it's bacteria, take antibiotic. If no, maybe no need, maybe just good drinking hot water or hot tea, like that, and it will improve without taking it because it's viral. So no need to so resistant kill in USA 23,000 antimicrobial. Globally, it killed 700,000 in 2013. Globally, if this trend continue without intervention, the death will reach to 10 million. 10 million deaths because of antimicrobial resistance. This will lead to 10 trillion lost in total GDP. Now we are in post-antibiotic era. Resistance is there, and you can see our friend here, because we use huge antibiotic. Selection pressure, start again, growth. We kill the bacteria, the normal one, and the resistant one start, and it will start maybe if patient got aspiration, it will go to his lung, it will cause pneumonia, and then the patient will go to the hospital. We will give him treatment, it will is not effective, it's resistant, he will spread it to another. That's why the hospital itself is a risk factor. Okay, so it will spread, and patient will die because of resistant organism, because of our wrong behavior. All countries now start to make policies and action plan, national action plan. They divide the bacteria to has a different level: urgent, serious, and concerning. Number one, microorganism with 3 levels. They found in USA. Clostridium difficile cell, it killed 14,000 in 2013. This is it's a very big number. I cannot read it. It's 1 trillion lost. Okay, and for example, Enterobacteriaceae, which include E. coli and Klebsiella, it kills 600 patients. And another one, E. coli, but if it's Enterobacteriaceae, it killed also big number, and this is from USA. We don't have data from here. Okay, so this is 14,000 killed by Clostridium difficile. One of the action is called antimicrobial stewardship. We need solution. This is few solution to resistant. Immunization, we can give immunity or give vaccines. This is one of the solution. Infection control, hand wash. I need everybody to hand wash before touch the patient, before going, after, even at home. Try, the more you wash your hand, the better. Okay? Protecting the food supply and antimicrobial stewardship. This is a program to apply in the hospital. It can be also applied in the community to assure the rational use of antibiotic. We are using the right antibiotic with the right dose. For surgical prophylaxis, we are giving the right dose for the right time, only small dose, one dose, the right dose. Don't continue the part of the quality control. They will see, they will review, and they will see compliance with this policy. They have, every hospital should make policy in this hospital about surgical prophylaxis and guideline for treatment of different disease. And I will show you UK program as an example. USA, I will not talk about this one. Okay, let me tell you about UK, what they said. They introduced one program they call Start Smart, then Focus. Because when the patient will come the first day, you don't know what he is having. Okay, you will treat him empirically. Empirically means trial. So you will give the antibiotic. Maybe you can start with big antibiotic, but you have to be smart. First, take history about allergy. Okay? Then take culture before you start antibiotic. Don't give antibiotic, then take the culture, because if you give the antibiotic, you will inhibit the bacteria and it will not come in the culture. So, take allergy, check the allergy. Don't give him patient medication if he's allergic. Take blood sample or sputum or urine culture, send it to the lab, give antibiotic, start. Don't wait, maybe patient will die. Start empirically with the most likely antibiotic you think according to the guideline and local guideline also. You know from the history, if you are doing something called antibiogram, if patient with pneumonia, what is the organism causing pneumonia, and what's the antibiotic, how it's worked in the history. So look on that, give it based on the local guideline, international guideline, wait for 3 days and see the culture, review. After 3 days, stop or change based on the culture. But we are not doing this in outpatient. We will give the patient antibiotic without culture, take it, we assume you have this one, take it 5 days and go. Maybe it will work or it will not work. We are not following that. So this slide will show you, this is important for you. Okay, what's you sick? Maybe it's strep throat. So it's bacteria, but you go here down, flu. No need, it is viral, no need antibiotic. Sore throat, except strep, no need antibiotic. So they will take swab from your time, send it to the lab. Within 10-15 minutes, the result will come. If it's strep bacteria, he should give you antibiotic. If it's not strep, no need. Even bacteria, only for strep.
Streptococcus.
Streptococcus, yes.
You take everything for flu.
No, this is wrong. Common cold and runny nose, no need. It's viral. Okay. Bronchitis. Bronchitis, although it can be bacterial or virus, no need. التهاب الشعب الهوائية, no need, even if it's bacteria. It is self-limited. It will go itself, just take something to improve your immunity. Maybe green tea, maybe anything with ginkgo biloba or something, anything will improve your immunity. Take vitamin C, etc. But no need antibiotics. إغلاق 3 صيدليات لبيع المضادات الحيوية بدون وصفة طبية. So now the ball is thrown to the doctors. Pharmacists, they cannot sell unless under the table. But if they caught, they close their pharmacy. So now the ball is in doctors and patient. If the patient put pressure on the doctors, he will do that. So please be antibiotic guardian and steward. Please send this message to everybody in your family.
Is the Panadol considered as an antibiotic?
Sorry? Which one?
Panadol.
No. Panadol, it's pain. No, it's not. Okay. So actually, this there is something called UAE National AMR Surveillance System. AMR means antimicrobial resistant. Abbreviation. AMR. So our AMR, you know about them. So this is surveillance. Surveillance means counting. So they are counting how many organisms resistant in UAE. In 2010, there was 12 hospitals, and this is the 25,000 organisms. But this is not the resistant. They are collecting the data and they are analyzing this. So from that, how many resistant? I will show you in the next slide. In 2017, now there is 30 hospitals. Hopefully, sooner or later, all hospitals will participate in this program. They will send their bacteria to one central location and they will analyze it. And there is something called GLASS, international body, we will report it. So they will have, because as I said, bacteria travel without visa. So we need everybody to know about everybody. So transparency, and we need to know which organism is there, so we need to communicate with each other. So this is the organism they found, for example, what is our Staphylococcus aureus? This is the Staphylococcus aureus, you remember it? Here. We have 7,915. Out of them, 33% was MRSA. So we have 33%. It is a big number. If we have 33% of 7,900. Why? Because again, misuse of antibiotic. Let us see our friend Pseudomonas. Can you see it? Not there. Okay, E. coli. E. coli, we have 15,000. This is too much in the urine. But they said if it's in the urine without symptoms, don't treat it. It's called bacteriuria. Sometime you will make urine sample, you will get E. coli. But no symptoms. Don't treat. If you treat, you will teach them how to be resistant. So this is one of the best things. Don't treat bacteriuria. It's only bacteria in the urine. No symptoms, no pain, no temperature, no need. Only two different patients. Number one, the pregnant lady, if she has bacteria in the urine, we have to treat her. Because if we don't treat her, it maybe she will lose her baby. There is something I don't need to explain to you, it's details. But anyway, pregnant lady, and the second one, if you would do uro surgery. If you do surgery, عملية مسالك بولية, and we did for him bacteria culture accidentally, and we found bacteria. First treat him, then do the surgery, because if you make surgery with the presence of bacteria, will make infection. So this is only two. There is another one, but this is the main thing. Pregnant lady and urologic surgery. Otherwise, don't treat. This is really too much in the community, in the hospital. We see this cases. Patient will come, okay, make for him routine culture. They will say, he's fine. Pseudomonas, E. coli, even it's resistant, don't touch her. Keep her, let her live. She will not cause any problem. Ignore it, exactly. If you treat her, she will be smart. She will be strong. Sorry. Then you need to treat with something which is not effective anymore. Okay? So this is one of the best intervention we can do this. So this is the trend of MDR, STR, MDR in UAE. This is, I got it from Dr. Tom Jins. He's a very active person. He's the one who's collecting the data from all hospitals. And he's doing this trend. So you see, MDR, trend, it's increasing. So, and this trend is significant. P-value is less than 0.05. Again, STR, and we have BDR. We have, for example, in 2015, 79 patients with BDR, with resistant, with antibacteria, no single antibiotic. We have this in UAE. Do you believe it? It is available in international, it is there, but we have the same picture everywhere. Okay? And I'm done. Thank you very much. Now I will go to the questions. Do you want us to continue or? What are the questions? Any questions, first of all? Online, can you check if there's any questions from online?
Does anyone have a question from the organization?
Here, any questions?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So you have the mic.
Okay. If the food that we eat is not free antibiotic, is it dangerous for us, and how is it dangerous?
Free bacteria you eat with antibiotic.
Yeah.
You say that we give the animal the antibiotic to grow more.
See, I believe in UAE there is a strong restriction, and all different authorities, they are doing their best to detect if there is antibiotic in the food. Okay? But in case it is yes, of course, if you are taking food with antibiotic, this will be small dose. And the bacteria like small dose, because small dose will not kill her, but it will teach her. So it will become resistant by time. So it is, yes, dangerous, very dangerous. Even dangerous than, because if we give stronger at least, we will kill her. But this one, only she will sweat and she will live. Okay?
So I thank you first of all for, this is very interesting topic and very important actually. I'm personally interested in this topic we talked about today. First of all, I have a small note, and after that I have a question, okay? I think first of all, it's kind of our responsibility, everyone, the health organizations, the government, the doctors, the pharmacists, even us. For example, till now, sometimes the doctor prescribes us some medicines, which is antibiotics, and the dose should be like for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. We take like 4 or 3 tablets, and once we feel we are fine, we stop taking the medicine. I think this is very dangerous. This is number one. And number two, there is like a small awareness till those days about this. And this is very important, it's very dangerous. Like for example, you don't go inside the pharmacy and see any awareness about this, that antibiotic is dangerous. For example, I know some stories and some things about the people who is unfortunately traveling from our Arabic region, because it's uncontrolled, totally uncontrolled, the antibiotics. When they go to Europe or USA, they are doing huge problems there because they are, taking those high level, let's say, bacteria or viruses with them. Okay. So first of all, I think the main key here is the awareness, and good that you start with that, but I think it should be much more than
yes.
than
Thank you very much for two interesting questions. Number one, myself, my topic in PhD will be about the state of antimicrobial in UAE stewardship program and the resistant, and I will make a survey around all hospitals, and now I am in this process. And one of my intention to work as a guardian and steward, and I want to collaborate with the students from different universities. Maybe we will meet in the malls on weekly basis, like booths, and we will start educate people, because I believe now in this time people know more about everything. So they read about their disease even more than doctor, because if they have one disease, they will read more, and they will, the doctor now will start to be because knowledge. So it is the time to empower the patient, let them define themselves. So if you if you empower the patient, give them the knowledge, okay, make awareness, then it will be, I think, more powerful. This is one. And the first question you said about duration. Okay. This is actually now, it was 50 years concept. But now this concept changed. There is a recent study from Australia about if the patient use antibiotic and he have mild disease and they start antibiotic, okay, they said now if you have mild disease and you start antibiotic for 3 days, they can stop antibiotic. no harm.
The symptoms is gone.
If the symptom gone, they can stop, but better to consult with pharmacist. But even the pharmacist, they don't have this knowledge not yet reached to everybody. Maybe they will ask, some people will say yes, some people will say no, because this is a new trend. They said if it's mild infection and the symptom disappear, you can save stop and give the chance for your immunity to kill the bacteria even if there is remaining. Let your immune system work. So it will improve the immune system. If you
The antibodies, you mean, the immune system.
yeah, if you notice that the people who's working in bacteria or something, they have healthy.
Of course.
Healthy because
We're facing a lot of...
yeah, a lot of bacteria, immune system will kill the bacteria, they don't need antibiotic. But people who's eating with spoon and try to be very...
Using lethal...
Yeah, they are at risk for infection more. But this is experience, not 100%. Okay? Any other question?
From the online.
Yeah.
Mr. Saeed from the online session said, could the resistance happen in as short as one course of antibiotic?
I found one study said even one single dose of, for example, ceftriaxone. For example, patient have surgical prophylaxis. We give him ceftriaxone, third generation. It can cause resistance. So one course can cause, and even single dose, it can cause. But there is something called collateral damage. Collateral damage means
That will happen either you mean to do it or not.
yes, if I use a strong antibiotic, I will kill collateral damage. But if I am using it at least rational use, no problem. But irrational use, you will make damage and you are paying cost. So you are losing in both situations. But in that case, for example, one doctor, he gives us an example. If you go to a restaurant, very nice restaurant, and you pay 1,000 dirham and you eat nice food, you pay the cost for the restaurant, okay, and you at least you took some food price. But imagine you go to a very bad restaurant, you paid 1,000, and you eat very bad food, so you lost in the both occasions. So what I need to say, we have different antibiotics. We have small antibiotic, narrow spectrum. We have broad spectrum. Don't use the big gun to kill small bacteria. Don't use nuclear bomb to kill cockroach. Kill cockroach with this gun. Okay? So use the right gun for the right enemy. Collateral damage, if you use nuclear bomb, you will kill all bacteria, whether it's benefit or harmful. Yes, so what was the...
From Susan,
yes.
she said, do we have example of hospitals in UAE that are already taking initiatives in stopping the excessive perception of antibiotics?
Yeah, we have now stewardship, antimicrobial stewardship program now. First of all, quality. Yeah, quality. Oh, now there is one accreditation, it's called JCIA. It is responsible to accredit hospital. So now they add a new chapter, it's called Antimicrobial Stewardship Program. So if you want to be accredited by the GCIA, you have to have this program. It is must. GCIA. So number two, UAE authorities now start to make it must. So they told they will give each hospital time to start. It's must, now or later. So everybody, and already there is a lot of hospital, one of my hospital, we already start stewardship since 1.5 years. Before we used to see antibiotic for 3 weeks, 5 weeks. Now we are reviewing on daily basis antibiotics, and we are doing round, and it's multidisciplinary round. Means there will be physician, clinical pharmacist, microbiologist, and infection prevention, and we will talk together. We will make the right decision for the right patient, for the right period, for the right patient and next patient. We will take into consideration not to introduce resistance. We'll stay when it's stop. If stop. Don't need anymore. And if we will change, we will change. And if we need power, we will talk with our authority. Yeah, this doctor, he's resistant. Please give him. Now the doctor resistant? No, in our hospital, no more resistant. Either doctors resistant, it's reduced, even from doctors.
We have a question from Susan Bannister.
Yes.
She said we need to have more public awareness campaigns. How about Saeed talking on to buy one each week?
I'm ready.
He's ready. Yeah. A question from Mr. Tamer Sadi. Can scientists use weak or unharmed viruses to create a new generation of antibiotics?
Yeah, you are talking about something scientific now. There is new. Everybody will think about innovation, and some people talk about something called probiotic. Probiotic is the benefit bacteria. So if you remove the bacteria, the benefit it will also the viral like bacteriophage. Now I don't have more details now, but I heard about it. Any other questions? Okay, I will ask question now, and there's the prices. Which of the antibiotic will not work for Pseudomonas? Moxifloxacin, ciprofloxacin, meropenem, cefepime. First one.
The answer.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much.
Prices for the online.
Online.
But you could answer, of course.
Okay. The second question. How many people were killed in USA in 2013 according to the report? You will answer or I will give options?
27.
Options. 1 trillion.
1 trillion. That's the amount of money.
700.
They said 70,000?
700,000.
700,000?
In USA only. In USA, how many? There's also, we said globally, we said USA, we said 2050, we said 3 figures. Sorry? 700,000 globally. 700,000. In USA, definitely less.
Maybe 27?
You are near to that, but not 27. I will give answer, options, 20,000, 23,000, 25,000.
20.
Who said? Who said first? Yalla. Okay. Okay, the third question. ESPL. Tell me what bacteria ESPL? Any bacteria, ESPL bacteria. Means bacteria producing enzyme, it's called extended spectrum beta lactamase. Bacteria will produce